Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and this is turn 4 of Pokemon Gold, where we are playing Cameron, the photographer, in Cyanwood City. Go ahead and take a look at the turn. Alright, we got our first level in construction completed. That's good. We got a proclamation from Azalea. Blind Expander. Okay. Lost you. This is awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at the battle real quick before we get super excited about Chuck. Alright, so we've got our Horde. This is with the addition of our new recruits, our new prodigies. So, see what we're up against. Not too terribly much. These Furrets can be a little bit dangerous because they have 3 of these Fury Swipes, so they don't hit super hard and not at a crazy attack value, but they can just attack a whole bunch in rapid succession and pop you. And there's 2 of them per square because they have all Pokemon, or at least most Pokemon that I'm aware of, have bad Formation Fighter. And then we have some Yanmas, which can be very annoying because of their confusion, right? It's kind of akin to like a Mind Blast scenario. It doesn't really do a whole damage or anything like that. I guess Mind Blast does do damage, but this is more about limiting, breaking unit cohesion, etc., that type of thing. And then their Bug Buzz does actually do some damage, so it's a little worse. Although I guess the Supersonic is melee, so it's less of an issue. But the Bug Buzz still paralyzes, so it still does the same thing as far as unit. Anyways, let's just watch. Our Tyrogues are probably still a little bit too far forward. Because they're just so much faster that they're speeding off ahead. They are actually making it away. Unfortunately, they're getting really close to this Executor. Or Execute, sorry, not Executor. These guys, I believe, blow up. Not sure. And seems pretty simple. We get in, start punching things, done. Yep. Let's check the battle. Lost 8 Tyrogues, 4 Machops, 1 Prodigy. That is unfortunate, but acceptable. Okay. And we got Chuck, and we are super excited about this because Chuck is a badass. 2 fire, 2 air, 3 water, 3 earth, 4 priest. A huge amount of research, and that's super important for us because we do not have very good research capabilities in the beginning of the game. Is sacred, is amphibian, naturally has cold resistance, sailing. He's enlarged because of our bless, and then he does have Dominion Monster Summoner, and he summons Poliwraths, which aren't super great, but they're okay. They're better than a sharp stick in the eye. I guess. So this is super exciting. This is really good. We have been very lucky to get a Luthadora and a Chuck, and this is turn 4. So that's kind of crazy. That's astronomically good. So let's see what we're going to do about it. We're going to continue to summon allies. We'll have some... Now we have some EVs. So I believe what it is EV cannot be promoted on the turn that it is created. So on the next turn, this is going to go down the list, and it's going to look, is there a 3? When it finds a 3, it'll be, what is that 3? Evolve the EV to that. And then if there's a second EV, it'll go down and it'll check for a 3 that it has not already done. So like Chuck will be able to do a Vaporeon and a Glaceon per turn. Venna will be able to do a Vaporeon and a Glaceon per turn. So, if they're here, right? That's the concept. Ooh, and Venna has Dominion Monster summoned a Machamp. Awesome. Cool. So we're probably going to start off with getting Chuck to research. That's really going to boost our research options, and we're going to hit construction 2 way faster than we would have otherwise. We're going to hit construction 2 way faster because of Vina as well. So this is looking real good for us. Go ahead and bump our province defense here. We're going to go ahead and pair this army up. Gotcha. Put these guys back just a tad more. And then we're going to move in here to Hoburgdorf. Okay, so we did not find Saffron City's army here in Omicria. I'm assuming that that means they're avoiding this because of the Giraffarigs. Giraffarigs are very dangerous, so they're probably waiting to have a more robust force to try to take that out. Either that or they're striking out in a different direction. So if they were here last turn, they are either here, here, or here. If they have gone to Griffin Rock, that is upsetting to me, and I'm not very happy about it. If they head this direction, that would be very bad for us. Part of the reason why I'm now just going to move straight up, this was already the plan, but I'm going to move up here as quickly as possible because we need to get to impassable mountains before Saffron does. If we do not, Kratos is a potential other option. So when we go here, we could go to either of them, but I would rather have impassable mountains for the Mareeps because I don't know what's in Kratos. And the Caterpies. Caterpies are good for sacred spotting, basically. Okay, so we're going to move into Hoburgdorf. We should be fine there. Again, this is Furrets and Hoot-Hoots. Furrets, we've seen them. They can be dangerous, but we should be able to take them. We are getting close. Oh, unfortunate, never healing one. We are getting close to having some promotions. If we can do that in the next 2 provinces, this will be a very strong fighting force. Edna's going to move back, I think. I lied. Edna's going to move with the army. And she's not gonna sneak, she's actually gonna go in. So she'll have a little bit more of an addition to the forces. The reason being is if next turn we have a Saffron City right here, I might just immediately start building a palisades on Hoburgdorf. And having Edna to do that turn rather than wait a turn will be helpful. And in fact, I'm definitely not going to do this with, I'm not going to bring him over to actually build a temple yet, but I am going to bring Ipabor, and I might end up renaming all of these guys into duties, but I'm not going to do that on camera. So bring him in, set him to that, and we should be good. Okay. And he'll add a little bit of weight to the proceedings. Research. Do I want to call her off and start having her site search? I kind of do. Especially considering how much better my research is now with Chuck and Vena. Probably just going to have Inabel go site search. For recruitments. 2 turns. Start that now. Get that. So we have a couple of different options. Since we're so close to construction, I kind of want to get a battle girl up and running so that I can have my forge bonus stuff ready. I'd like to have a air random and an earth random by the time everything is... by the time I hit construction 2, basically. That way I can get my dwarven hammers online and I can get my owl quills online easily. I do, however, really want to get a Machampion for the chance to get a priest, a holy 3, basically, to lead a second expansion army. I can use Chuck because he's Holy 4 and a great leader. I can use him as an expander to lead an expansion army, but I have to be very careful because losing Chuck is a huge blow. So it's and here's the other thing. So I'm gonna have construction 2 in 2 turns. I'm not gonna have the gems necessary to create a hammer yet. We're gonna have to kind of play this by ear, oddly. Okay, what do I want to do then? I don't think I want to lock my recruitment down for this many turns with a Machampion yet. So I think we will go with the Battle Girl, because that's going to give me the opportunity to have more research anyways, even if I don't have anything else. And none of these, I mean, I'm not super thrilled about the water, but it still works for stuff. But basically, I have a 66% chance of getting one of the 2 things that I really want. So, okay. And then with our little bit of points left over, we will grab... These are the guys we would prefer to have aside from Prodigies, the Shield White Belts. They have really good defense, but here's the kicker. They have very good plus to their siege strength, so they're actually 4.2 siege strength. Pretty good stuff. Whereas, like, these guys are only 2.3. Hitmonchans, interestingly, have a plus 10. So they are 11.2. So if you really want to crack a place real quick. But that being said, we don't want to spend 90 freaking gold and recruitment points on 1 per month. Every month. Is there anything else I really need to be doing? We need to track down where Saffron City is going. So I think we go here, right? Because like I said, this is going to get us the most information. He either moved his army here, here, or here, right? One of these 3 locations. If he moved it here or here, we're going to see by moving there. If he moved it here, we're going to know he moved it here by not seeing it here or here, right? Or we might see it here. So that's probably what we're going to do right now. We're going to use Fly Spy 1 to kind of like pop around and keep tabs on Saffron City until we kind of come up. It's going to be very important to either secure Kratos or to secure Griffin Rock so that I have a better avenue of continuing to expand either around this way, right? Or around this way. Otherwise, I'm going to get locked into this little circle, and that's basically going to mean immediate war with Saffron City. Which, I don't know. That's not something I'm really looking forward to. Alternatively, I could get a nurse out early to try to deal with ailments. It can be very, very good to since we're really relying on our prodigies. It can be very, very good to keep a nurse with most of your expansion units, just to make sure that you decrease the amount of wounds and people you lose to wounds, or ailments, I suppose. Okay. Anything else? I think that is it for the turn. Crazy, crazy good turn. As far as... This is ballsy, but we could do this immediately. So here's the deal, right? Building these locations, the kindergarten, the school, the high school, the university, the corporation, they allow you to enter a site to train your characters, basically earn experience for your units, which can mean getting up. It's kind of one of the reasons why I'm entertaining rushing to 5. I wouldn't rush all the way up to 7 or 9, obviously, but rushing to 5 gets me, one, it gets me level 4 magic items, but it also gets me the high school, which gets me a good amount, a realistically good amount of experience per turn in every fort that I drop one of those. If I, oh, that's a lot of experience to lose right now. Or, not experience, that's a lot of research to lose right now. Doing something like having Chuck or Venna cast that. How much does it... I could just have Annabelle cast it. Because it's only a... And that would put us... That would put us back on... That would put us back on forging hammers, which would put us back on forging owl quills. But it would put us forward minorly, just minorly put us forward on earning experience for things like the white belts. I don't think so. This is a gamble on which is worth more, but I think right now it's worth more to just get my research up to a point. Because here's the thing, I don't know that I'm going to be able to rush Construction 5. I think I'm going to have to go Enchantment to get Fighting Field. Because Fighting Field boosts my magic resistance. Lowers the effectiveness of enemy psychic magics for the battle, basically. And I don't know, I need to look up exactly the specifics. I'll report on that in the next video, but I need to look up the specifics of this. I don't think it's like just boosting your MR. I think it like lowers pen or something like that. Doesn't affect enemy units though. I'm not sure. It might just be like a different version of anti-magic. I assume that it is, actually, because it mirrors everything else. So, basically what I'm trying to say there is it could be very important for me to get up to Enchantment 4 for Fighting Field, so that I don't just get shredded by Saffron City in a war. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for now. I will see you all next time. Peace.